celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
I love that rate on my new ride. State Farm hooked me up and the stars align on both my home and auto policies. I switched and saved, now I feel great. Gonna tell the world I can't wait. Baby, State Farm has the coverage I need.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's back. Yeah, you know what, man? You're feeling the chill in the air. What you need is maybe a little bourbon. And look, if you're going to have bourbon, you got to throw some bacon in there because it's just a tradition. And the tradition is back. Bourbon and Bacon Fest returning to the Seattle Design Center. Mark this on your calendar. Saturday, March 9th. That is the big day. And there are 2 showings or viewings or tastings, however you want to call it. There's one during the day, one during the night. Also, you can do the general admission, or if you want to be treated like a star, how about get the premium admission? Oh, yeah. Either way, man, it's going to be awesome. You can do both sessions if you want to. You want more information about Bourbon and Bacon Fest? Go to KISW.com. That's where you get your tickets. It is Bourbon and Bacon Fest, benefiting our friends at Treehouse.
Let's play B-Mix.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. B-Mix, don't be a loser. Whoa, B-Mix, you're a loser.
It is time to B-Mix. And it's time to turn down for tacos.
Turn down for what?
Taco. Let's get to our contestant today. We got Rick in Auburn to take on Steve. Rick, are you there, sir?
I'm here.
Excellent. What's he playing for? Tickets to check out SmackDown Live. The WWE is coming at the Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett on February 5th. Plus, you'll be entered in for a chance to win a WWE Survivor Series 2018 chair. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want tickets, you can get them at Ticketmaster.com. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Rick will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Rick, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
What citrus-flavored soft drink was introduced by Coca-Cola in 1979 to compete with Pepsi's Mountain Dew?
7-Up.
No.
Pyramid.
No.
Tap.
What is the first month of the year comprised of exactly 30 days?
January.
No.
March.
No.
April.
Yes. What is the capital of Oregon?
Medford.
No.
Portland.
No.
Salem.
Yes. What instrument was banned from soccer matches after the 2010 World Cup?
Tap.
What? Our solar system is located in which galaxy?
Pass.
Which director's films include Raging Bull and Goodfellas?
Pass.
Who painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling? It's a Ninja Turtle, man.
Yeah.
No.
Pass. I don't know.
All right. Well, Rick dropped a deuce. Okay, there you go. And, nice effort there. Nice effort. Don't call us. We'll call you. Yeah. I mean, it could happen. Things. I don't know. I mean, Steve doesn't have a decline. He's already won. Yeah. I mean, great. He's on fire. Actually, I mean, he's had one game back. Unstoppable. But he's had great lines this show. You know what I mean? He's come up with some really good singers, man. Oh yeah. We'll see if that helps. He's been in Fuego. Hey, no, you can't use that as my name.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What citrus-flavored soft drink was introduced by Coca-Cola in 1979 to compete with Pepsi's Mountain Dew?
Sprite.
No.
Soda. Oh.
7-Up.
No.
Pass.
What is the first month
Scissor?
No.
Scissor.
What is the first month of the year comprised of exactly 30 days?
January.
No.
February. No. That wasn't a guess.
Okay.
Yes, it was. March.
No.
April.
Yes.
Wow.
What is the capital of Oregon?
Salem.
Yes. What instrument was banned from soccer matches after the 2010 World Cup?
Vuvuzelas.
Yes. Our solar system is located in which galaxy?
The Milky Way.
Yes. Which
Nice.
director's
Thank you.
films included Raging Bull and Goodfellas?
Oliver Stone?
No.
Oh, crap. Scorsese.
Yes. Who painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling?
Leonardo.
No.
Donatello.
No.
Da Vinci.
No.
Michelangelo.
Yep.
Raphael.
Yep. What sketch comedy show has Kenan Thompson been on for 16 seasons?
Saturday Night Live.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You win 6 to deuce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't a close one on
Sorry
that
about
one.
that. Yeah, he's already gone.
Yeah.
Done.
He knew.
You can tell everybody.
No decline for this guy.
Tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man.
You're the man. Yeah, I tried to tell Rick that, hey, the guy who did the Sistine Chapel is one of the Ninja Turtles. It didn't work out for him. It didn't help at all. The one that you did not get, which citrus-flavored soft drink was introduced by Coca-Cola in 79 to compete with Pepsi's Mountain Dew?
Danny knows.
Surge.
No. Surge was like a 90s one, man.
Is it Squirt?
Awesome. No.
Oh, that's no. I know it, and when you say it, I'm going to be upset.
Mellow Yellow.
That's right.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had
And
a
neither
Mellow
have I.
Yellow.
The only thing that I've ever seen them on are like the ads for like NASCAR or like hydro races. They'll have like the Mellow Yellow, whatever.
Which, this is interesting because Mountain Dew is supposed to keep you up, right?
Yeah.
So I always thought that was a weird name for a drink that was competing with a caffeinated citrus beverage called Mellow Yellow. It sounds like it brings me down.
Even Mountain Dew, it sounds serene and nice. I mean, it's like the dew in the morning. And it's
you're right.
It's the stuff that basically gave me diabetes because I would chug it and sit there and play EverQuest for hours.
You are the living embodiment of that South Park episode with Cartman just becoming this gelatinous creature that wouldn't leave the chair.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit better.
So I got some great news for you, but who wins? Caller what?
Caller number 6.
Caller number 6. Got a new survey. Says pretty much 30% of new parents would live only on baby food for an entire year if it meant they'd finally get some sleep.
Oh, man.
We got to ask Hair Club because he's got that new kid, and I wonder if he would eat baby food for a year because he loves his food. Would he give up
Would he give up his fancy foods?
Yeah, for sleep. Because first-time parents found that their nightly sleep fell from an average of 6 hours per night to just 4 hours once their baby arrived. It is a beating.
That's plenty of sleep, if you ask me.
Is that how much you get?
4 hours? Sometimes I get 3 hours.
I don't understand people like you. I know they exist.
Well, I mean, it's unfair for me to say that because I do take a nap like a grandpa.
Oh, okay.
Like sometimes I'll get a 20, 30-minute nap in, and that's good enough for me to go until it's time to shut it down.
Still,
But I could.
a 30-minute nap's not a lot.
No, it's not, but it gives me enough energy. If I go any longer than an hour, I'm miffed.
But so you do a 30-minute nap and then maybe a 4-hour sleep, and that's all you get?
I'd say 4 to 5 hours.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
If I get more than that, I'm really sluggish.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
6 to me is almost like getting 9 hours for other people, I think. It's 6 to 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
But you know what I mean? Like, if I'm getting 6 hours of sleep, I feel super well rested. I feel exactly how I should feel, similar to somebody getting probably 8 or 9 hours.
So you're ready then for when the kid comes. You're ready.
I'm prepared.
Yeah,
Let's
because
go.
you're already getting 4 hours, so it's not going to be a problem for you.
That's right. I actually get more sleep, according to this study.
That's a good point.
Yeah, definitely. There's people who only need a few hours of sleep, and one of the things they say, if they sleep longer than they need, they tend to feel groggy.
Yep.
And they tend to have a family member that's also a short sleeper.
My mom.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, my mom is crazy when it comes to that. Like, I remember back when I would go home just to visit, even when my wife, when I would go to New York, we'd go out, have a good time, hit the bars, we'd come home. This is back when my mom was working, and she had to get up at 6 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning, and she's in the kitchen smoking a cigarette, drinking a Coke. And we're like, what are you doing? She's like, just hanging out, just reading the newspaper.
Isn't that amazing?
And I'm like, go to bed. And then finally, around 3 a.m, she would shut it down, go to bed, wake up at 6, and start her day.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
3 hours sleep.
3 to 4 hours sleep.
Whoa.
I think she's getting more now that she's retired. I think she's made the adjustment a little bit, but it's probably not much more.
Damn, dude. And she's drinking a Coke and then can go to bed. That's the other thing. She's jacking herself up, but she can still sleep.
The next day, she did tell us that drinking Coke that late at night was a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't think that's usually what she does, but I think she just didn't feel like having a coffee, which equally is as bad.
I got a stat here, Steve, that's, again, if you get to be a first-time parent, it's not going to be a good one for you.
What's that?
Because 33% of people say that they fell asleep at work, which you do already, which means you're going to be sleeping so much.
Oh, but now I have an excuse.
Yeah, you do. Some people say they were so tired that they fell asleep while standing up. I have never had that happen to me.
I've never done that.
You passed out. I mean, now,
Yeah.
what if you start falling asleep while standing up? That's your next thing.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh, damn, dude.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? They're wild, rugged, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Doesn't matter what it is, man. If you want to bring something to the table, something that you think should be talked about, it's all yours. But remember, Steve does have a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. Show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
Let's go to Steve, your buddy, Jerry Trash.
Nice.
Jerry Trash is on the line. What's up, Jer?
So, in China, there is a doctor who was genetically engineering people so that they could be AIDS-proof.
Ooh. So, I mean, that's always been science fiction. You're saying there's a guy that's done it or he's working on it?
Well, he was working on it. And
AIDS or AIDS?
He had gotten
did you say yes?
From the parents
Jerry,
of these future children.
Jerry, did you say age, AGE, or AIDS, like in the disease?
AIDS. Acquired immune deficiency.
Oh, then you know what? I totally misunderstood you. Okay.
I was excited. I was like, sweet, man. That'd be pretty cool if you could just hit pause on growing any older.
Okay, so what we know about AIDS, of course, is it destroys... Yeah, that would be great, Steve. I want that. We know that AIDS destroys your immune system. They have a way to be able to make kids' immune system, like, superstars?
Well, this doctor in China had an idea of how to tweak the immune system so that it wouldn't fall or something or other. He had an idea that could possibly make people infection-proof via being able to defeat this virus that cripples the immune system.
Damn, I would think if he could stop that, he could stop a lot of things. I mean, that would be awesome. Of course, I don't know how much, if it would be something you'd have to get injected with. And, of course, then pharmaceutical companies and whatever would make a ton of money. There's a lot of cool stuff out there, unfortunately, that is so expensive that you can't, or hospitals just won't cover. And it's really very frustrating. I appreciate the call, Jerry. So it's great if something like that can be developed. I just, when they're capitalistic countries like that, you just wonder, like, well, will I ever get to see it, or will I need more money than any human has?
Going back to the conversation of the NHL coming to Seattle, a lot of people are texting about that. In fact, a lot of people are very excited that we are putting out KSW hockey jerseys.
Yeah, they look good.
One person says, thanks, Steve, for modeling the new NHL KSW jersey in the Rock Shop. Ordered mine yesterday. Another person said, I just ordered my KSW NHL jersey from the Rock Shop from It's All Good. Your buddy, It's All Good.
Oh, yeah, he's so excited about it. Don't forget, you can get your own name put on the back, whatever name you want, as well as your own number put on the back. So these are customizable jerseys, like Steve said.
And I brought it up earlier, but there's a lot of men's league teams out there, and sometimes it's a struggle to put together a team with matching jerseys, and some people like doing that. It's a fun thing about being in a rec league, is that you get to kind of create your jerseys. Why not we have someone out there should just take this and go with it and order jerseys for the whole team, where everyone each orders them, put your name, your number on it, and be the Seattle Rockers for your men's league team.
It's a great idea.
I have a goalie cut one, so I could be your backup goalie.
Oh, you got a goalie cut one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, definitely. I had to.
So you had to get that's got to be huge, right?
Oh, it's gigantic, man. Yeah, if you put it on without the goalie gear, you're swimming in it, unless you're 400 pounds. Somebody wants to know if I'm going to still be the third string goalie for the new Seattle NHL team. Of course. I was their first pick.
Yeah, Jerry Bruckheimer said so.
That was still the greatest thing ever when he said that. And then Tim Leiweke, like, that doesn't mean we give him a free seat, though.
Yeah, of course. Yes, yeah. Well, you get to sit on the bench, don't you? If you're the third guy.
No.
Oh,
only the second string guy.
Oh,
or second backup.
So you have to suit out. You wear a suit and walk around the arena. Is that because that's what they do with some of the guys that don't play?
I got to buy a suit.
Yeah, I think you need a suit.
Oh, you know what? I'll do it for this.
Yeah,
I'll get one of those pajama ones that look like suits.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Zip up and it looks like a suit.
Yeah,
nothing's weird about that.
It's so exciting that we got an NHL team coming. They're going to take an extra year, which makes sense because there was no way they were going to get an arena done in a year.
It would have been it would have been a struggle.
Yeah, it would have been a struggle to do. And we know with construction, I mean, look, with everything we've seen constructed around here, we're like, can we trust that they're going to get something done when they say, no, let's give it another year. So the 21-22 season is when it starts.
And earlier we were talking about team names, and we were having a little fun debate about which teams we would want. We narrowed it down to 4. A few people, because we were talking about how it would be cool to be the Killer Whales with the black and white jersey scheme.
Yeah.
That would be a sweet look. And a lot of people brought up a very solid point that the Killer Whale is pretty much the Vancouver Canucks mascot and logo.
Oh, good call.
That doesn't stop us. This is a rivalry. We steal their mascot.
Oh, is that what we're going to do?
Kidnap it. We have 2 years for it to have Stockholm syndrome, and then it becomes part of our team.
Wow.
And we're the Killer Whale.
It's got really convoluted really fast.
I don't know. Like CJ on Twitter also pointed out that the Seattle Wolves, which is the rugby team here, is their mascot is a killer whale.
Well, we know their mascot. We'll steal him too.
Okay, we're stealing everything.
Why is the mascot of the Wolves a killer whale if they're the Wolves?
I don't know. Maybe that's what was on sale for the mascots are us.
Well, is that how our compromise is going to happen? If we get the name to Killer Whales, can we have our mascot be a Kraken at this point? Since it seems like in Seattle, that's what we're doing. We're just getting different mascots. We did have Squatch as the Sonics mascot as opposed to like a plane running around, like a big stuffed plane.
Wouldn't it have the Needle for a minute? Like Dweeble the Needle or what?
I forgot about him. Yeah. That's right. I totally remember him, but for a very quick second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dweeble the Needle. It's probably not that. It's something along those lines.
I think then, does Canuck mean whale? I don't even know what a Canuck means if they got a whale for a mascot.
It's a term for a Canadian, I thought.
Well, then they should not have a whale for a mascot.
That's why we kidnapped the whale.
I think you're right. We'll give him some guy who's dressed like what, a Canadian? I don't know what that means. What is he? Give him a toque?
Yeah, we'll give him the bare naked ladies. There you go.
That's your new mascot.
It was Weedle
the Needle,
who was the Space Needle mascot from the late 70s until 84.
He was awesome. Yeah, he looked like Gritty's friend.
Oh, God, he does.
He does look like he's
kind of like a cutesy version.
Yeah, he does.
All right, so we narrowed the 4 teams that we were thinking. It was going to be the Killer Whales, the Kraken, the Totems, and the Sockeyes. Yep. Okay, so where are we at, Vicky, on this poll?
Right now, at 46%, the Kraken leads the poll. 138 votes total.
It's just the Kraken, not the Krakens.
Well, total, they'd be Krakens if you're talking about all the players.
No, that's not how it works.
The team would be called the Kraken, not the Krakens.
That's weird.
It's not the Heat, it's the Miami Heat.
Yeah, sometimes it's a single. It's not. It's what we do in sports. It's the Seattle Kraken.
It is rare that a team doesn't end with an S.
Yeah, that's why it's weird.
That's what we're going to be us.
That's
we're going to
just
be
how it is.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Everyone apparently likes it, so
Well, I mean, that's right, because we came up with a great term for us as the fan base. We would be the crackheads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then our station will have a special night, and it'll be Crack Rock Night.
Crack Rock Night. These are great ideas. This is why the fans know the Kraken must be it.
Kraken, I like it. I'm okay with that one, man. I would think that. At first, I thought that was the worst, and somehow over time, I've seen the mock-ups, like, fans make up these jerseys, and and it opens up a lot of opportunities for some cool stuff.
And Vicky does point something out. I didn't even think about it, but it would be cool to have a team without an S, because they're, like you said, Steve, they're rare. The Jazz, the Heat, and there's a few others that I can't think of right now. Yeah,
that's well.
Well, I mean, so the White Sox, Red Sox, those guys don't have an S either.
Yeah, but it kind of sounds like it.
It sounds like an S.
Yeah, so I'm all for it.
And somebody says orcas are the wolf of the sea. We run together like a wolf pack in pods, so we are the sea wolves.
Oh.
That must be from Rocky.
Oh, the sea wolves. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Whales, they're the wolves of the sea. They hunt in packs. We're getting a lot of people texting about that.
Oh, that makes, now that I just thought they were wolves that live by the sea.
That's SpongeBob.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't realize that they were actually they were like, oh, these are creatures that live in the sea, aka sea wolves. That makes a lot more sense to me. I really thought it was like, some wolves like beachfront property, so they're going to be right there. That's where they hang out.
Chris says if we do Kraken, it could be Crack It Wednesdays.
Crack It Wednesdays.
Nice.
I would be willing to change it to Crack It Wednesdays if they name it the Kraken.
Yes. Dude, I'm looking at the mock-ups like you're talking about, and there's one that has the octopus arms around the trident.
Oh.
That just makes me happy. Like, I just want that jersey right now.
That's pretty cool. Although, black and white. Let's go with that color scheme, people.
What color scheme is? I can't tell you.
Looks like green, maroon, and yellow.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I think they may do that. I know you want black and white. I don't know if they'll do it. I hope you're right, though, Steve, but I wonder.
Somebody also had a good one, if I can find it, Seattle Grunge.
Oh. But I thought everybody in Seattle hated that term.
Some people say they do, but it gets used a lot. There's someone that came up with the logo.
That is, I mean, look, I think the logo
old school Jason goalie mask with like blonde, disheveled, like Kurt Cobain type hair, and then under it just says grunge.
If we didn't hate the
grungy
term, I agree with you. If we didn't hate the term so much, that would be so awesome. I know you don't.
But our boss hates the term, so now you think everyone hates the term.
No, I had heard a lot of locals don't like it. I mean, you and I are from out of town. I mean,
back in the day, it was an issue, but that was like because it was being used so much. Now it's almost, I think, I feel like there's almost a little bit of a nostalgia to it.
I think we have to ask our experts.
Who's that?
Mike McCready.
Okay.
One of our experts. I mean, somebody that was in the scene. Would you be upset if the hockey team was called the Seattle Grunge?
But then we have Grungy the mascot. Who looks like Eddie Vedder, and he hangs from things.
I too love that idea. I really do.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the list. You pick the topic, you guide the show. Let's go to Steve in Maltby. Steve, you are on The Rock.
Hey, it's Steve, other or known as ZZ.
Yo.
Because of the beard. But, I'm wondering if you guys think about the salmon names or the steelhead names. How about Humpy or Chum Dog?
There we go. The Seattle Chum Dogs. There we go.
That sounds good to me. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, or the Gooey Ducks. Why not try that?
Right.
Well, the Gooey Ducks, that's awesome. The logo for that would be somewhat crazy.
Yeah, that'd be a good rivalry with the Mighty Ducks against the Gooey Ducks. We can do that.
Yeah.
I like the Humpies.
Humpies are good.
Yeah.
All right, well, Steve,
especially when we get those.
And then there was the deal with the one of those bad date things where I'm on the chopper and the gal's on the back and she's a little too tipsy and I didn't realize she was that bad off. Took off from the light. She just slid right off and right under her butt.
What?
Pull a U-turn and pick her ass back up and put her back on.
That's a great double call. He covered two topics in this call for us, Steve.
Yeah. All right, man.
Steve, you're doing double duty, my friend. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for the call.
Somebody had a question just wondering, Steve, since you play hockey, would you know, are they referred to as jerseys or sweaters? Because you hear that they're called both.
Oh, yeah.
Because back in the day, man, I mean, we're talking like 1900s, 1920s, maybe even the 30s. The fabric was more of a sweater fabric, and it looked like a sweater that they were playing on because obviously a lot of people were playing outside, so it kept you warm, and also that was just the style of their uniforms. But over the years, obviously, it's morphed more into a jersey fabric, and it's more of a jersey. But old school and even new people still to this day still refer to them as sweaters. Either is fine.
Yeah, I've heard both.
It's just sometimes gets confusing when you're like, hey, they're wearing their sweaters, and you're like looking, you're like, well, who's wearing a sweater? And they're wearing jerseys.
Yeah, you're right. That is going back in old school.
Yep.
I mean, like you said, they played it outside.
Yeah.
That's
people still do, man. There's some tournaments that happen around here that a little bit more like towards like Wenatchee and places like that. I think Winthrop they have a tournament. Whistler has a cool outdoor tournament. That's still on my bucket list. I haven't done that yet to play outside.
So, dude,
play an actual game outside.
So I'm putting myself ahead of myself, but I'm thinking the Winter Classic's got to be whatever the hell we call Safeco Field Park, T-Mobile, whatever, right?
Fingers crossed.
I mean, they'll have it. I mean, it's usually they've got to do something like that. And whenever there's new stadiums, I mean, the Golden Knights got to have theirs soon, right?
I mean, where do you do it in Vegas? You don't have
I do it everywhere in Vegas, but that's beside the point.
You don't have a Major League Baseball park.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So that would be that would kind of cause. They're going to get the big football stadium.
That's where they'll do it.
But does it ever get cold enough there?
Oh, that's a good call. You're right. It's always in a really cold place. And then for us, I mean, we might get cold enough outside.
Here would be cold enough.
Yeah, we should be fine. But you're right. Vegas, I don't know.
There's been talks of doing, I think, for a minor, like maybe WHL, a junior hockey game in a baseball stadium around here. I've heard talks about that before. But, I mean, obviously, I think that'd be a great way to endear the community into this new franchise is by getting all eyes on us by having an outdoor game.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if come 2021 or maybe 2022 they have an outdoor game at Safe or at
whatever you call
T-Mobile
it, field.
Park Field.
Yeah.
If it's still that.
I hadn't even thought about that because those are special events, the Winter Classic.
Those are the best.
Yeah. And they're
typically like New Year's Day.
Yeah.
That happen. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's fun. That's very fun. Let's go to Dave in Poulsbo. Dave, you are on the rock.
Oh, crazy. How's it going, guys?
Not too bad. Dave, what you got for us today, buddy?
Well, I got a topic that I think everybody who listens to you guys can appreciate. And it's, just some basic code of ethics for the road. It seems to not exist.
Get out of the passing lane.
Yeah, Dave, it's funny how a lot of us just think this kind of stuff would be common sense, and yet since I've been driving, and it's been like 800 years now for me for driving, it is amazing what people don't know. So what do you think is something you feel every driver, the code of ethics, it just should be ingrained in every human?
All right. Well, the first thing would be tailgating and following distance. There's actually a law there for that.
People are dumb. I don't know why. You're right, man. I don't know why people don't realize that if something happens and you're not far enough away, you're going to hit them. It's for your own safety. I don't know why people don't get that.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah, I know, man. But like we got the black ice in a lot of places because it gets this cold.
Especially in the mornings right now with the temperatures dipping under 30 degrees.
I just don't know why. Did he leave? Is he gone? Oh, he's gone. All right. Well, nice talking to you.
He was tailgating.
Oh no! Wow, Dave. I hope he wasn't.
Oh, jeez.
I hope that wasn't the case, Steve. Jeez, that would be a beating. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. You can also text us at 77999. Juan in Lakewood, you are on the rock.
Hello, how you guys doing? Good morning.
Good morning, Juan. What you got for us today, buddy?
I have a question for Steve.
Yes.
What's your favorite, wrestling or hockey?
Ask him to pick his two favorite children. Oh, that's a tough one.
Dude, it depends on the mood. Right now, hockey, because I'm all about...
Yeah, because you're pumped up.
Yeah, super pumped up about it, but it fluctuates. I'd say right now, though, definitely hockey. It's hockey season. I've been really caught up, obviously, with the Seattle news, and it's just... It's a great time to be a hockey fan here in the Northwest.
Dude,
when you start playing hockey, are you going to retire from wrestling?
I do both.
He does both right now, actually.
And wrestling would have to be an actual job for me to retire from it. I mean, I would just stop. I feel weird being like, I retire from this thing that I'm not getting paid for.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? That would be the way for you to go out where people go, what do you mean you're retiring? That's how I do it. I'm Twitter verified.
I'm making an announcement that I'm retiring from something that I make no money from.
Oh, that's awesome. Juan, I appreciate the call, man. It's so awesome. Just the Seattle sports scene here. The Sounders, of course, have just been amazing and have brought a championship here. The Seahawks have been just, for the last few years, have just always been an exciting team to watch, and you always think they have a chance to make the playoffs.
The Seawolves, our rugby team, we talk about Rucky, our friend Red.
Yeah.
I mean, they just won their championship in their first year. I know we don't talk a lot about the women's basketball, but the Storm just won the championship as well. There's Mariners. They're there.
And the Mariners.
They play baseball.
Well, you know what we are? The Mariners are number one in the amount of people they've traded, which is not. No, I'm not kidding. I think Jerry DiPoto. They
just cleaned house.
Yeah, they put up how many trades he's made and how many people have changed uniforms ever since he's been in charge. And the Mariners lead the way. So it's like, well, we make trades really good.
I mean, they're making an effort to do things differently.
Yeah, they sure are. Here's an idea. We just won't keep the same team on the field for very long.
They really helped the Mets as opposed to the Yankees this time. I mean, usually it's the Yankees. Right. Well, actually, they did. Yeah. James Paxton's on the Yankees. So they continue to help New York sports.
They do love New York.
They seem to.
Either New York or Tampa. It just seems to be we really treat them well.
Actually, I've gotten a few of these on text and also on Twitter. People were wondering because, and I'm sure a lot of people like myself who've grown up having a team with hockey. What do you do when now you have your home team? You now have a home team.
Yeah.
So like someone on Twitter just asked me today, what are you going to do, Devils or the Seattle team? And I mean, I'm always going to love the Devils. I think anyone who loves it, you grew up loving a team, you can't stop. Fortunately, I'm not like someone who's a Canucks fan. That would suck. That's or even like Matt Coke, our overnight guy. He's a Kings fan. Like that's tough because then they're going to be in the same conference,
that's
the same division too.
You have it easier because it's a different conference, and it really, for the most part, you should be okay.
I mean, there'll be a couple games where I'm going to be torn, and then the odds of them both facing each other in a Stanley Cup Finals. That's just going to be that's crazy timing.
Yeah, because let's be honest, when are the Devils going to get back in the Stanley Cup?
Not this year.
Yeah. But I can't say anything because I don't think the Bruins are getting there either.
But I mean, dude, it's going to be hard not to have Seattle be my number one team. When watching this team grow, being able to be a part of it. Obviously, we're going to do stuff with them whenever we can. Getting to know the players. I mean, I already know some of the people there that like want to do some marketing stuff. It's just like you're going to be so engulfed with Seattle hockey. It's hard not to just want them to do great.
Yeah, and my family
Unless
doesn't
my
understand.
Friend Jay is still going to be a stupid fan of the Penguins.
Oh, don't be a stupid fan.
He told me that yesterday.
Yeah, don't do that.
Stupid.
No, come on. It's hard. You know me with baseball. It's hard. But I also still would love to see the Mariners get to the World Series. It would be exciting for me because I've lived here for so long, and I have so many friends that really do love baseball in this town. And Seattle's been here long enough where people have grown up with Seattle baseball their entire life. So at some point, you and I will probably be dead, but there'll be kids that have said, hey, I've grown up with hockey in Seattle all my life, NHL hockey.
And it's awesome that we could say we were there when it all started.
Yeah.
It's also going to make us sound really old in like 20 years when I say that too.
Yeah, it is.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Erin Ryan, political commentator, comedy writer, and host of Crooked Media's Hysteria.
And I'm co-host Alyssa Mastromonaco, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for President Obama.
Each week on Hysteria, we are joined by a team of hilariously opinionated ladies to discuss the headlines from the serious to the absurd.
We cover everything from reproductive rights to rom-coms and break down the political news of the week and cultural stories that affect women's lives.
New episodes of Hysteria drop every Thursday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.